Welcome to Hot Topics in International Trade, brought to you by Braumiller Law Group and Braumiller Consulting Group. Hi, this is Bob Brewer with Braumiller Law Group and Braumiller Consulting Group. Welcome to the podcast. With me once again, Adrienne Braumiller, Managing Partner,
Hello.
Braumiller Law Group. Now, she and I try to stay on top of these things. We jump in podcast room, one of which came up yesterday, and
Yes.
it's the Section 122 now.
Right.
With the CIT.
Yes.
Coming down on the Trump administration again. Now, you actually, I think, predicted this a while back.
I did.
This was going to happen. It's like as soon as he did, you're like,
I did.
We're going back to the court. So,
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong here, because I'm dipping into AI, but 24 states
Yes.
have filed suit.
Right.
The federal government and the Court of International Trade, obviously, it was like 2-1 vote, I think, on this. Are arguing that President Trump's Section 122 Global Tariff Proclamation violates the attorney limits of the Trade Act of 1974.
Don't get into too much here, Bob. Let me do it.
All I'm saying is it's applied in a discriminatory, inconsistent
No.
manner. There
Okay.
you go.
I can explain.
Do it.
Let me explain.
Do it.
All right. Okay. So actually, it was 24 states, but then 2 small importers.
Right.
And 23 states got dismissed because they didn't have standing. And the reason they didn't have standing is that they didn't have actual harm. They weren't importers of record. They were like saying, oh, well, it's going to impact the cost of living downstream. Well, that's not really the basis for a lawsuit. So, but the state of Washington was the only state that had proof that there was harm because they actually are an importer. So we had 2 small importers, and we had state of Washington. Burlap and Barrel was one of them, and then Basic Fun.
Yep. What fun.
So yeah. So the thing is here, you mentioned that it was considered illegal. So the one thing we have to make everyone understand is it's only illegal for these plaintiffs. It's not. So everyone else, every other importer that's out there, these tariffs will continue to be collected. Mm-hmm. So it's not like the constitutional law that was struck down, IEPA. This is only plaintiffs in these cases
A lot of people are assuming right now, you
No.
mean they're going to stop
No.
collecting them right now?
No.
Okay.
No. Only these plaintiffs have received an injunction.
Okay.
And you may say, okay, tell me more about that. These tariffs were put in place as of February 24th, 4 days after the Supreme Court struck down IEPA.
Right.
The same day that the Supreme Court struck it down, Trump came out with these tariffs, these Section 122, which are supposed to be focused on balance of payment deficits.
Right.
The court was very clear there were no balance of payment deficits. There were 2 types of deficits that the government was saying existed. But a trade deficit and a current balance account deficit are not the same things. And so the government was focusing on deficits that were not really critical in this analysis, at least what was intended back in 1974. The dissenting opinion, Judge Stansu, was like, I disagree. I disagree because there should be some ability to identify deficits that would be meaningful in today's environment. So that's kind of interesting to see what will happen on appeal. We're pretty confident the DOJ will immediately appeal this to the Federal Circuit Court of Appeals. Oh, yeah. So anyway, what does that mean to everybody else? What it means is status quo in terms of collection. But I think people have to be really on top of what's happening here. We need to monitor the appeal. I think it will be struck down at appeal also.
Okay.
So I think it will be struck down. Then the question becomes, well, wait a minute. Do each of us have to file a lawsuit in order to obtain relief? Maybe. It's possible.
We're right back to where we were with the IEPA.
Yes, it's possible. We're telling people, like, make sure that you are monitoring liquidation status. That's really critical because you may need to take advantage of whatever procedures there could be. It could be another CAPE for all we know, but we don't know. We don't know the answers. But I do think a lawsuit provides the most comprehensive protection for refund rights. Yeah. So I do think that people should be thinking about, like, should I file a lawsuit? The one thing I think is different here is this is only going to be a 6-month period of collection.
Yeah, this was supposed to expire in
July 24th, right. It expires.
Yeah.
So at any rate, I think that it'll just, I think 10% on any importer with a lot of volume can add up.
Yep.
Again, it's illegal.
Yep.
Do you want your money back? I would. Yeah. But I think because it's a smaller window of time and the amount to be refunded is smaller, then people may think about, well, is a lawsuit worth it? Should I file a protest instead? Should I file post-summary corrections if they let me? So all of those things are out there. They remain to be decided.
Look at your numbers. I mean, it's the same question we asked with A, but look at your numbers.
Right.
Is it worth it based in the context of volume?
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing I was going to mention, too, with the balance of payments, it was also that they totally contorted these carve-outs were huge. And they were not supposed to be anywhere near.
Right. And we did talk about that previously, remember? We talked about the fact that if you have carve-outs for certain countries, that's against the statute.
That's right.
So that's not really provided for. So I think that was also problematic. But I think that's not what really convinced the court. I think it was that they didn't believe that the conditions for balance of payments deficits existed, and therefore the statute wasn't triggered and could not be utilized for this purpose.
I just wanted to mention the carve-outs, too, because that's...
No, there's a lot.
Yeah.
No, there were a lot, and I agree with you.
Yeah. I mean, as far as we are concerned, then, from our position, we're going to get some calls.
Oh, yeah. I've already gotten several emails of people, hey,
what
do I do?
What kind of questions are you getting then right now?
Well, they're very confused about what this means to them. What should they be doing? Mm-hmm. And again, if people wanted to file a lawsuit sooner than later, they certainly could. There's the 1581I jurisdiction, the residual court's jurisdiction, which this case was based on. Okay. So I do think that exists, and that's something that they could do. On the other hand, they may want to see what happens at the Federal Circuit Court of Appeals. That takes a while, too. Mm-hmm. Will it be expedited? I would think it might be.
I would think it'd have to be, right?
Okay. So the one thing we have to keep in mind is these were never intended to be permanent, right?
Right.
These are only a 6-month or 150 days.
Yeah, 150 max.
Yeah. So, I don't think Congress is going to extend it. So you could extend it with congressional approval. Mm. I don't think that's what will happen. Instead, the Section 301s will kick in prior to, I think, expiration or right around the expiration. So then we'll have 301 on 60 countries. Right. Right?
Right.
And so it kind of begs the question, is everything that's legally required being done in the 301 investigations? I think it behooves the government to be really careful that they do what they need to in order to put in place the 301 tariffs. But I mean, they have been challenged before, but they haven't been struck down.
Right.
So there is a court case that was put before the Supreme Court. I don't think that that's been addressed yet, so I'm not sure what's going to happen with that. But I think because this is so critical to the administration, they'll probably be more careful about the implementation of 301. But, it remains to be seen. Yeah. It's possible there could be shortcuts there, too, in a rush to get it in play by the time 122 expires.
Yeah. So there are a lot of things we don't know right now.
Right.
It's just like
IEPA. Yeah.
But at least, we'll be able to counsel them based on everything I have here with AI in my hand.
Don't try to replace my job with AI, Bob.
By the way, now that she's mentioned that, if you haven't seen it yet, and you haven't because I haven't put it out yet, I did a podcast with AJAC, our new board.
Yes. Yeah.
the other day, and he was talking about how every university student he's run into fears that AI is going to take their job.
Right.
Legal.
Sure.
And it's not going to happen, and he's going to tell everybody out there why.
Good.
So catch that. We're going to get that one wrapped up with edits in the next few days, and I'll get it out there.
Okay.
Thank you for stopping by. And
Thank
giving us
you.
a little lowdown on. Well, I want to mention one more thing too. Now, Adrienne and Michelle Schultz of Schultz Trade Law.
Yes.
And George Tuttle. Hey, George. Of Tuttle Law coming up on May 19th.
Yes.
We're going to do a Q&A. Things that we've been talking about in these podcasts are going to come up. You got questions. You got all three of us. I mean, all three of you sitting there. Now, I'm going to participate. I'm going to do the intro.
Sure.
So a lot of you don't know this, but I want to share that, it used to be Michelle, your partner.
Yeah, people
Braumiller
still.
Schultz.
I still get emails to Braumiller Schultz.
So I do too.
Yeah.
And that's gone on. We've known Michelle for, I don't know, I've known her, 25 years?
I've known her since 2000.
2000. So shout out to Michelle. She's helping us out on the marketing on that. We're already up to a little over 100 peeps.
Right.
In the registrations with another 2 weeks to go.
Yes.
But I want to let everybody know, put that on your calendar. It's going to be a good session with the three top brains and from the boutique shops in the U.S. And that can be proven through AIs as well. But and George, if you're listening, I'm not going to let you step on everybody in this. So I'm going to try to keep these conversations to these question Q&A.
Okay.
Can you answer questions in 3 minutes or less?
Sure.
All right. That's what we'll do. That way we can get to more questions.
I think you should have a timer.
It's going to be in my
An
head.
egg timer.
And I'm just George. But no, I think it's going to be great. So we've never done this before.
I don't think we have. I've spoken. I've been on panels with Michelle. I've been on panels with George, but I don't think the three of us. Well, I take it back. We were part of Ask the Expert or Ask the Attorney
for
ICPA. We were all on it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, with other people.
Yeah, I'm talking about...
Not together, though.
Yeah, I'm talking about isolation on this.
Yeah.
And the last thing I'll say is we've also worked with George Tuttle for, 20 years?
At least,
20 years. We worked...
Yeah.
It's almost the same firm because we work with Michelle. I mean...
Yeah.
It's like you have no idea sometimes that you're working with all three of them.
Right.
On a lot of these accounts. But we're good friends as well as colleagues.
Absolutely.
All of us. We're like family.
Yes.
So... I look forward to seeing a bunch of you tune in on that again, May 19th, and it's coming from the ICPA Tuesday Trade Talks.
Correct.
So they're promoting it as that, as am I. Put a blast out yesterday. So if you're not on our mailing list and you're hearing me speak about this, get on our mailing list.
Get on
Just hop on the main page of the BLG site, scroll all the way to the bottom, and bam, all you got to do is put your email address in and click go, and I'll get it in my inbox and know that you're in our database. So you'll get all the crap that I'm putting out there right now.
Perfect.
Just kidding. So, and I apologize in advance. Adrienne and I are going to be in Italy from 5/25 until June 5th. And, I'll be out of pocket then. I'm going to have Brad Menard step in.
There you go.
Do some of my job for me, just to let you know that we'll be out. But that means that the newsletter is going to be a little bit late for June.
That's okay.
Big deal, right?
There's so many things happening all the time.
I know. We'll know more by June 10th or 11th when I finally get it.
Right.
Yeah, but look for that as well. And again, I appreciate you stopping by and giving us a little lowdown on Section 122. And here we go again.
Here we go again.
All right, kids.
All right. Thank you.
See you later.
Bye.